So today we've explored the reality of the supernatural or the spiritual realm. And the natural question out of this reality is, well, if it's true, and it is, do I need to be afraid of it? No, you don't. Or how can I win the spiritual battle? Maybe you see it in your life, in your family, in your world. You've been wondering, no wonder it's starting to make sense to you. I'm in a spiritual battle. That's what's really happening. Well, earlier, we read from Ephesians chapter 6 about the reality of the spiritual realm and the spiritual battle that we are in. But the good news is it also goes on to express how to win this battle. Lori already talked about standing firm, but in Ephesians 6:14 it says, don't only stand firm, but put on the armor, the belt of truth buckled around your waist, the breastplate of righteousness in its place, and with your feet fitted with the readiness that comes from the gospel of peace. And in addition to all this, take up the shield of faith, which you can extinguish all the flaming arrows of the evil one. Take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the Spirit, which is the Word of God. So, here are a few ways that I've discovered that I can have victory. I don't have to fight the battle. God's already fighting it for me, but I can have victory in this spiritual reality. The first is live in what is true. That's what the belt and the sword are all about. Because here's the deal. When you fill your minds with what is true about God and about this world, you can easily distinguish between thoughts that are real from Him, like I am loved by God, I was created with purpose, and what isn't real or what is destructive. Thoughts like, no one cares about me, my life is a waste. See, we got to dig for the facts, for truth, and not feelings. The second is we've got to do what is right. That's what the breastplate is all about. See, when we're doing our best to practice righteousness by loving God and loving others, we actually protect our hearts from giving way to bitterness and unforgiveness. These are places where Satan lives, lies, and thrives. And then third, we got to trust God with our life. That's what the shield and the helmet are all about. When we trust God's way, we discover a path that leads toward the light and away from darkness. We don't live in fear. You do not live in fear of evil because God has given you the victory. So you got to live in the truth. You got to walk in righteousness. You got to trust God. Are you doing that today? Are you wearing God's armor? If not, put it back on. And you say, I don't know how to do that. Go to Ephesians chapter 6, read it again, and begin to apply those realities to your life. And if you do, the Bible promises that you'll have victory in your situation and in your life. And that, my friends, is a stepping stone toward being who God has called you to be.